Hello, hello! Happy Sunday, everyone! I hope you all had a wonderful week. Hi, Minnie, hi, Salary, and hi, Gecko. Welcome, welcome! I hope you're having a wonderful week, having a wonderful day, all rested to tackle the new Monday, because how the hell is it already Sunday? Like, my last stream was like yesterday. What happened? Anyways, we're back with some more art. I had to pull my Minnie, thank you for 14 months. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. 40. I feel old. Why do I suddenly feel old? But thank you, thank you. 40. Inching towards that 100 month. No, no, don't mention it. Wait, how many years is that? 100. Wait, isn't that like almost 10 years or something? No, I cannot math. Sorry. Can someone do the math for me? I cannot math today. How many years is that? 8.3, okay. That's a very long time to be streaming. I don't know of any VTuber who has been, you know, streaming for such a long time. I do know there's streamers who have been streaming for a very long time, like decades. Started when they were just a wee babe. We'll see. Yeah, maybe I will reach the 8.2, 8.3 years sometime. Oh, it's liner? Wait, what did I do here? Sketch. Oh. Oh, that's why. For the record, I did not touch this file since last week. Apparently, I only do art once a week now. It's not ideal, but hey, what can I do? Have you guys caught up yet to our Lord and Savior, the Lord of the Mysteries? No, just me. We're only 10 months away from the halfway point. I feel like the first couple of years are easier in a way. I don't know, it doesn't feel as impressive. It was like, oh, you know, 4 years, no problem. We can do this. But then, you know, 8.3 years, that's a lot. That's a lot of time. What was I doing here? Oh my gosh. It's only been a week. How do I not know what I was doing? I will need to... I need both sketches. Not yet, my mandatory rest collided with more pain. Oh no, you're just locked in bed. Oh no! Wait, you're recovering though, slowly but surely, right? Right? I will pull this up and use it as reference because I don't know how to draw my own characters. Almost forgot about lunch. Oh wait, did you get lunch? Did you eat? Nothing out of the ordinary, just a regular bump on the road. I see. Okay. Your usual bump in the road. You know, all on the day's work. You ordered? Okay, okay. Casual 40 months, you know, right? Right? You know, it's just 40 months. It's fine. Anyone can do 40 months. To me, 40 months is nothing. Casual 1000 months soon. In a way, it'll be over in the blink of an eye. Just take a nap, wake up, and it's you know, you're 10 years in the future. That is actually terrifying. Imagine just going to bed one day and then you wake up and it's like 10 years later. And you look in the mirror and you're like old and wrinkly and gray. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with this guy. This is here. Just gonna do it like that. Okay. And then we have Nessa, who is easy. You're stuck here for the next 80 plus years. Wait, okay. Am I stuck here or are you guys stuck with me? Like which is it? I don't mind. I don't mind. I'll hang around. I don't know about you guys though. Will you guys still be here in 80 years' time? Would you still be watching me? I will hide that and just use this one. And he's gonna be a generational streamer? Yeah! Why not? I'm gonna be, you know, old generation. Not the first one, certainly not the first, but probably one of the oldest. I'm very curious actually how, you know, streaming and VTubing will evolve over the years. I wonder. Oh my gosh. I feel like I need to do a bit of drawing warm-ups before my streams because I feel every time I come back I feel very unfamiliar with and everything. Like I'm not able to control it the way I used to. It's okay. I just need a bit of time to adjust. And then we'll be okay. Everything will be okay. Oh, I actually did take a peek at the new episode for Pandemonium last week, or this past week. And it's actually almost done, but it's been almost done ever since, like, last year. And I was like, why don't I just finish it? And then I opened the file and I was like, okay. I see now why I never finished it. There's some design elements there. Like, all the characters are drawn, but my problem is the backgrounds. I still need to design the building and the rooms that they're in. Something which, you know, normal professional people would have, you know, considered before starting on the comic itself. But no, I'm someone who's just winging it, so I don't have the designs yet. And then once I realize that, I close the file again, and then I forget about it, and then repeat the next year. That's how it's been going with Pandemonium. I will get to it, I will. Especially when I look at my other files and illustrations. Like, I had a bunch of stuff drawn that I never posted because it would be kind of spoilers for Pandemonium, so I was like, I can only post this after I have, you know, reached that point in the story. And so there's some things that are kind of locked because I refuse to post them because I don't want to spoil anyone. I know there's probably a lot of people out there who don't really mind the spoilers and maybe would even consider them very, very minor spoilers, but to me, spoilers are a big thing. I'm very, very sensitive about, you know, being spoiled. It just takes all the joy away from me, and I don't want that to happen for others. Although I may have posted some in the past on Patreon. But still, there's, like, the general public doesn't know. I'm assuming my patrons don't mind spoilers. Wait. Oh, speaking of spoilers, I'm reading this novel right now, right? And there's some content popping up on my timeline sometimes. I don't know how they know, but it pops up sometimes. And I'm very curious, but I'm also very, very scared to click it because I know for sure there's going to be spoilers of the story inside. So I'm like, I really, really need to hurry up and read the novel, finish reading the novel, so I can look at all this fan content that people have made. I calculated, I actually calculated this. I read roughly 150 pages per week. So that would mean I need another 9 weeks. 8 to 9 weeks before I finish all 8 volumes. Provided I can, you know, read at a consistent rate as I do now. Oh boy. Oh boy. I've been reading whenever I can. I've been reading all morning as well, and yesterday all evening. Whenever I have time, I will read it. Like casually switching from my desktop to my phone depending on where I am. Okay. I keep telling myself that my lines don't need to be perfect, but here I am, spamming Ctrl Z after every line. But like, even if it doesn't have to be perfect, I just need it to look decent, okay? At least. It has to at least look decent. Yeah, thank you for the head pack, Gecko. I would like to talk about my week, but to be honest, nothing much happened. Other than me just working, trying to solve problems, crack cases, figuring out where stock went, playing detective. That's all I did. And reading. That's everything. I feel like all my free time has been consumed by the Master of Mysteries. And I regret nothing. I've been really enjoying it. Did you find what was lost? No. Wait, there were several cases. I forgot which case it was when I mentioned it in the Discord. I forgot. I think it was where units were sent extra. We're still missing one unit, but as it's small and not super valuable, it's like, it's fine. Probably, yeah. Probably. We will have like a stock count every year, right? And we're gonna have to check for inconsistencies, but even during the year, the warehouse will find inconsistencies, and then we need to, you know, either take the loss that, you know, warehouse either shipped it somewhere by accident or it was just lost somewhere in the warehouse because the warehouse is huge. And but maybe we'll find it, you know, maybe they're like, oh hey, we found this thing. It's happened before where they're like, oh hey, we found this thing here, what do we do with it? And then it turns out it was something that they thought they lost some months ago, and then we're like, okay, I guess we'll just book it back into stock. I guess. I had one case a few years ago where a customer returned a very large commercial panel. And you know those panels that you see in malls that stand like 2 meters tall where they display, you know, advertisements? Those things. They returned one. And they were like, oh hey, yeah, we returned it on this day, but our warehouse could not find it. They were like, we don't know where it is. It's lost. And then I'm like, how the hell did you lose a 2 meter tall panel? So yeah, whenever they lose anything smaller, I'm like, yeah, understandable. Things get lost sometimes. And to this day, we have never found that panel. It's gone. We don't know where it went. Yeah, it happens. You get some of these strange cases sometimes. This is very interesting, and I do still think about that poor lost panel sometimes, being like, I wonder where it is. It's possible that it got stolen, maybe. Or that it was just delivered somewhere else and the people there were like, okay, thank you. They just accepted it. No questions asked. Interesting stuff. I wanna put her a bit more to the left. Or at least I want to be able to show at least as much of her head as I do his, so... Oh, I remember. No, wait, we actually did have a huge kind of troublesome case this past week that I'm in the middle of solving. I was also asked by my superior to think of a way to set up a process or a system to prevent this from happening, because this is not the first time it's happened. And it's really annoying. But yeah. So next week is gonna be chunk full of meetings. I need to go into office 3 times a week next week instead of the usual 2. But at least we're getting free lunch, so I can't complain. And we don't have these kind of meetings often. You know, it's not like we have weekly big meetings where I have to sit in for hours and listen to people. So, can't complain. Can't complain. Fun fact today, I learned that quality paper for watercolor have a coating that can expire like eggs. Oh. Wait, that makes sense, actually. But I wonder what that looks like once it expires. It just loses... It just doesn't coat properly or something. Probably. It's interesting. Wait, when did you get prompted to 2 times rather than 1 and now they want 3? What? Wait, what? About my work? Makes the color looking like it has rashes. Oh, interesting. I guess I'll just wing the line here. When did I get prompted to 2 times rather than 1 and now they want 3? What do you mean prompted to do what? Yeah, it's just... Oh, I went... Okay. Wait, rewind. So the past 3 weeks before this week, there was some train rail maintenance happening. So there were no trains going from my village. Oh, rather my city here. So I had to take the bus. And because it takes a longer time and is quite troublesome, I asked my manager if it was okay for me to come in once a week instead of twice, you know, until they have finished the maintenance with the trains. So that's over now. And then I went back to twice a week as usual. And especially this week because we're gonna have some very big meetings discussing some of the operational issues that we have with the warehouse. They want another day for the meetings, and then on the 3rd day they're offering us a free lunch. So it's just for this next coming week. And thank you, Gecko. It's not permanent, it's just for this coming week, and I get free lunch. Actually, I could probably like shift one of my days and still only come in twice, so then I would only go on the Tuesday and Wednesday. But I'm like, I don't know, my brain tells me that Monday and Tuesday are my fixed days, right? So those are the days that I must go unless it's absolutely impossible for me to go. So it's also kind of my own decision, but there's also just the work itself. I'm kind of the main person in charge of some of the stuff that is arranged in the office itself, so I need to be physically there for some things that I need to arrange. So it's just easier for me to be there rather than constantly asking a colleague if they can do it for me, right? But yeah, just this next week. And then it will go back to twice a week. I wonder what they're gonna order for lunch. Makes sense. If it cannot be resolved remotely, then yeah, you meet up. Yeah, exactly. It's just easier for this type of stuff to discuss this face to face. We have a big meeting room, so we're just all gonna sit there and then discuss what best to do, how to solve this. Like the problem that arose this past week, it wasn't necessarily anyone's fault. It was like a collective chain of mistakes, basically. Mistakes and miscommunications. It happens quite a lot. Not a lot, but usually if there is a mistake or if something happens, it's because of lack of communication or, you know, just no communication. I'm still just against jailing people to an office when the work can be done remotely too. I agree. Same here. I think for most of the higher-ups, you know, the ones that are calling everyone back, it's just control. That's it. There's no real reason behind why they want everyone back in office. It's just control. They want to feel like that they control the people who like basically work under them. So yeah, I am fortunate. As I keep saying, I'm very fortunate. Like even the whole bus thing from 3 weeks ago, it was technically possible for me to go in like twice a week. But because I figured that it would be too tedious and too exhausting for me, I asked if it was okay to come in once, and my manager was okay with it. It's like, yeah, I don't see why not. You know, I get it. So she gave me permission. I'm glad all of the people in my team, they're all super chill. Such a great team. But yeah, this past week also made me realize that I still have a lot to learn. I've been with the company now for more than 5 years, but I still have so much to learn. Can't I just copy the... I'm gonna copy this. Can't be bothered to draw the other hand. Here we go. Lovely. Great. Amazing. Oh, I may actually end my stream 1 hour early today. Just a heads up. Just need to keep track of time. Something very, very important to attend. I'm sure you guys don't mind. Something special happening? Yes. Calix is doing a rebroadcast of his karaoke last night, which was at 1 AM, and 1 AM means that I'm sleeping, so I missed it. And I don't want to miss the rebroadcast, which is at 5 p.m. I have priorities. Okay. I'm sure there's people who will re-upload the broadcast, but I'm like, no, if I can find a way to catch it live. No, that one they won't. It's unarchived, so I need to either watch it live or I need to rely on watchers who record the unarchived karaoke and, you know, wait for them to upload it. But if I can watch it live, I will watch it live. The karaoke itself, no, it's not live because it's a rebroadcast. But he will still be there, and he always throws in some extra bits. He will still be there in the background, watching himself sing and then writing up comments. And I want to see. But yeah, he won't be live singing, but it was like, it's a rebroadcast, not live singing. But I still want to see it because he's going to sing the villain songs, or he sang some villain songs. And I really liked his versions of them so far. So I'm curious to see, or actually hear his rendition of it. Like, the fact that it's not live is fine to me, but I want to see it. Although, to be honest, there's a very high chance of me forgetting about the time and just, you know, end up keeping drawing until dinner time. Because VODs don't allow you to chat. It's just the chat replay. But for lives, I can at least, you know, throw some emotes in chat to show my support. Oh my gosh. Can I? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I should have just copied the other eye, but it's okay. I'm too stubborn. Chat is not always present on VODs on YouTube. It's a setting you toggle. Yeah, exactly. That's how you set it. But either way, you cannot chat if it's not live, right? You can only comment on the VODs. Chat becomes locked. But you can still watch the replay. What if you want to chat offline? How do people chat offline? Wait, hold on. You have to be online to chat. Unless you're invisible, but then you're not really offline. Then you're online. You just fried my brain, Gecko. Define offline. Oh, like so. Like just actual chatting, not through the internet. I see. Okay. Yeah, how do people chat offline? I feel like it's become an increasingly rare occurrence where they just talk to each other. Just small chat. And it's not weird. Nowadays, if you try to strike up a conversation with someone in the wild, they're gonna look at you weirdly and be like, why are you talking to me? You know, what do you want from me? I would be the same, to be honest. It's fine where I am a small town, everyone knows everyone kind of situation. I mean, I am too, but our interactions don't really, you know, go further than the occasional hello, hi, how are you? And then, you know, we keep doing what we're doing. I guess most of the people here, they go to church and then they socialize there. I guess it's just, you know, the church is just another big social hub. But I'm not part of that community. Like, they know I exist, but I am not part of them. You know, I'm not one of them, in a way. It's really funny though, because I've been going out every day now just for a walk. And you always end up seeing the same people, right? Just people from the neighborhood. And you recognize them and then they recognize you, but you have no idea how, you know, what their name is or, you know, which house they live in. It's just, you know, this neighbor that you see occasionally and then you say hi. And then you keep doing what you're doing, but that's all you know about them. It's like you just know of them, right? You know they exist in the same neighborhood. I have lived in big cities before, but I think I prefer smaller villages. At least not like the big city. There's just too much happening and the people are very cold, I think. Everyone's just minding their own business. Which I can appreciate, but I don't know. When I'm out and about, it's nice to, how to say, to feel seen, to be recognized as a, you know, fellow human? Question mark. I'm still going strong with my daily morning walks. I am happy to announce. Not that I notice any difference, but I'm sure it's, you know, it's very healthy for me and my body is thanking me for it. I just don't really notice any active difference. I have been slowly trying to extend it to 2 days a week, where I also take a walk after lunchtime, but only if time allows me. If it's very busy at work, then obviously I won't have time to go out. And I have no choice but to sit in my tiny dark room and do my work. I know it's not entitled, but your avatar looks so drunk and tired when the pen gets in the way. Honestly, that's pretty accurate. I also calibrated a little bit differently because my cameras here, I usually tend to fall asleep, or my model does. So I think in this sense, it's not actually even the pen getting in the way. If the pen was to get it in the way, it means probably that my model will trip, because there's like something like this, maybe like interfering with the tracking, like that. But if I'm just looking down or being like half tired, it's really just the tracking. It's because how to say, because of the way I tend to move my head. So I need to actively tell myself to sit in a certain position in front of the camera, but when I'm locked in, you know, the drawing, it's like I forget about it, and then my model will just be half drunk, half sleepy. And I'm like, well, it is what it is. There's currently not really a way for me to fix that. Thank you. Oh my gosh. But I think I will go back to the old calibration next time. Because I feel like with the way it's currently set up, it's a bit more effort for me. And I think I would just prefer my model to fall asleep, rather than to look like super tired and half drunk. It's easier to just fall asleep. It's actually been quite, not really a big issue, but it's a bit of an issue since, you know, since I started. And obviously I will only have this with art streams. But as of now, there's not really a solution for it, so it is what it is. What's here? Just the background, I think. Yeah, just the environment. I will draw in a background, I think. I mean, line the background. I was planning on not giving the back a line art. Oh, hi, Setsindra. Hi, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. The only thing that would work is using a non-display so you'd be forced to look at your stream. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I was thinking about that too. I was like, maybe I should go back to my old tablet, but it's too old by now. I can't really go back. And because the drivers are incompatible, it's not like I can like use it simultaneously or interchange them quickly or easily. You know, if I still want to use my display tablet. So it's a bit eh. It is what it is. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Here, it finally started raining, by the way. Finally. Even though it's just a tiny bit, but, you know, it's rain, so I'm not complaining. It's amazing. Also, long weekend. Oh, I'm so envious. I also want a long weekend. Maybe I should just pick a random day and just take an extra day off for a long weekend so I can read. I want to read. Let me read. Oh my gosh. You had a nice big storm yesterday? So jelly. Send it this way. I don't think it will come here, but send it this way anyway. Do you do song requests? No, I don't. I usually the music that you hear currently is just a personal selection of some music that I am allowed to use. Because I do save the VODs and I don't want to get in trouble with copyright or whatever, so I don't. It's just my fixed playlist and that's it. I don't even use Spotify, to be honest, or I don't know what people use nowadays. I actually don't even hear my own music. I can turn it on for myself. I feel like I should. But I don't really work well with music. I don't know about you guys, but when I work, I have to work in complete silence. There can be no sounds, not even music, no background noise, no nothing. Every noise is too distracting for me. Even my own voice, I'm actually constantly distracted while I'm drawing. Or actually, while I'm drawing, there's two modes. Either I am drawing whatever as I'm talking, or I'm just silent. I'm just silently drawing. Oh my gosh. It is what it is. I'm just weird like that. I hear from a lot of people that they actually work better with a little bit of white noise in the background, but I am not one of them. I hate the rain, but as a farmer, I like the rain we had. I'm a walking contradiction. Oh no. But I get that. I really, really like rain, but I like rain when I'm sitting inside, you know, just cozy and warm and dry. But when I have to go outside, then yeah, I don't really like the rain either. But it's been so dry recently, and my plants are dying, and I'm like, please send some rain, please save my plants. Spotify or YouTube really, but yeah, there's always a chance of being insta-banned from the platform if a little cringe lord troll feels like being an ass. Yeah, that's true. You can never know what people will do, right? If you give them some form of control, you don't know what's gonna happen. But also because it's just easier for me. If I were to take song requests, it means that I need to... Would I have to actively, like, add it to the list? Probably. I wouldn't know how else to do it. It would break my flow. Okay, I think that's fine. Next. This one's almost done as well. Just focusing on the lines here. I am speed running this. Why is this called sketch? That's because it's a sketch. Okay. Okay, great. Oh, add music to the playlist. If I were to take any song requests, then I would have to add it manually, right? I'd have to find it and add it. Wait, actually, I think there's a way for people to add it themselves. I'm not sure. Wait, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I am gonna recalibrate my... I'm gonna recalibrate my camera. If I can find it. It's a whole setup? Okay, that's why. It wouldn't work with my current setup. Because my current setup is scuff. I'm just gonna disappear for a bit. Just hang in there, guys. Don't worry, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. No one missed me. I think this is a little bit better, the old one. Thought I'd try something new, but I don't like it, so... Everything is just trial and error. Jacob, hi! Happy Sunday! I hope you're having a lovely weekend. We were just talking about rain and how much we both like and dislike rain. I like rain when I'm sitting inside, warm and dry, all cozy. But I don't like rain when I'm outside. Let's see, this is line. This is the line layer. Okay, okay. Literally just clicked on stream. Welcome, welcome. I basically just started. I mean, it's been... Oh, wait, it's been 1 hour? Sheesh. Every time I start up stream, the time passes so quickly. It's crazy. Okay. I'm just gonna wing these 2 characters here. You love rain and thunder. Yes, thunderstorms, please. I love thunder. Actually, the rumbling is one of the few... Thunder rumbling is one of the few things I can accept, like, in the background when I'm working. The thunder, really like it. The low rumble in the sky. Very comfy. I want the vibes and not the physical part of it. Yeah, basically. Just vibes and sounds. I'm getting so many Autumn Vibes videos on TikTok. TT is TikTok. And I love it, can't wait for the spoops and cozy. Yes. I mean, it's basically almost Halloween, right? It's basically almost Halloween. Oh my gosh, time for spooky games. That reminds me, I won't get any drawing done that month, I swear. I already know it. Nothing productive will be done that month. Do you have any scary games planned? I do have some in my library, but undecided which one of those I'm gonna play. Halloween commissions? Wait, I could do some Halloween special arts. It would probably... Oh, maybe what we could do is dedicate one stream to just Halloween outfits for myself. That actually sounds like fun. Cause I kinda don't really have a Halloween outfit anymore. Yeah. And I have been given suggestions as in, you know, what I should dress up as, but undecided. There's so many options. Wait, I wanted to check, right, Steam, because I forgot the names. I had some set aside. There is Inside, and there is Limbo, and The Night of the Rabbit. But I may end up just doing 1 or 2 of these because it's just 1 month and really I only stream once a week, right? Both are great, yeah. I'll think about it. I feel like I should really take my streaming schedule and like the things I do on stream a bit more seriously. What's the story of the manga you're drawing? Ooh, it's basically 2 people, the people you see here, being pulled into a fictional world, and they're gonna play games with the host. It's a very short story, but that's the basic gist of it. They're gonna play games, and there's something very suspicious happening. It's not out yet, but I do plan on finishing it this year, hopefully, fingers crossed. Because it's just a very short story. I created this for the webtoon. There was a webtoon short comic contest some years ago. I think, when was this? In 2020? 2022? Something like that. So I made a concept for it and I made like a script for it, but I just never managed to finish it on time. And, you know, years later, here we are, struggling to finish it. Like, the entire story is already done. All the sketches are out. I'm just really refining the art and then coloring them. So I really hope people will like it. A harem isekai. It's kind of an isekai, I suppose. Yes. But not a harem. I am actually... I wouldn't say anti-romance, but I am really bad at anything related to the romance genre, the romance aspect or anything. And because of that, I'm actually kind of hesitant and scared to add any elements of romance into my stories. There will be some, very subtly, in another story of mine, Pandemonium. That one is actually already out, just not finished. It's on hiatus. But I have the first 2 chapters out. It's like 500 pages worth of comic there, but it's very old. That one has some potential romance, some hints for my readers. But my readers, they're very, they're very diligent. They love, you know, grabbing their tools and building all sorts of ships. And, you know, as long as they're having fun, it's great. Yes, over 500. My gosh, it took me years. I think I started writing that like 8 years ago. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's been 8 years. But then after I got my full-time job 5 years ago, 5.5 years, I just could not find the energy and time to, you know, make episodes consistently. So it's been on a temporary hiatus, but I do plan on finishing it one day. I will make sure that I finish that story before I die. That is a promise. Shipping is better than power scaling. Ah, you think so? There's something really cool about power scale. It's just OP characters, OP main characters. I mean, I'm reading The Lord of the Mysteries now, and I feel like that's gonna be an OP character. Like, for sure, 100% he's gonna be an OP character. But I love it. I love the journey. I love to see him evolve. You know, it's great. So many comic projects. I have too many stories in my brain. I have 3 total, and I've not completed any of them yet. Pandemonium is, if you like fantasy and demons and the 7 sins, then maybe you'll like my story, Pandemonium. There's a little bit of horror. I wouldn't call it true horror, but there's some creepy stuff in there. I've been meaning to watch the anime. I loved it. I have been waiting for it for a year. Ever since I saw the trailer last year, I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks like something that's right up my alley. I have to watch it. And actually, I was only a few episodes in when I was like, okay, I have to read the light novel now because it's actually completed. There's, I think, 8 volumes. And I was like, I need to know what's gonna happen because obviously for the anime, they're gonna skip a lot of stuff, right? They're gonna condense a lot of the information that you get from the light novel. And I'm like, I want to know everything. So I started reading it and no regrets. I'm still reading it and I am obsessed and it's the only thing I've been doing this past few weeks. The anime though for Lord of the Rings, oh my god, Lord of the Mysteries, it feels very much like a fast-forward version of the first 200 chapters. 200 chapters condensed into 13 episodes. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? They skipped over a lot. I mean, it's still enjoyable. I really liked it, but I feel like, you know, if you don't know what the story is about, it can be very confusing. It can look like the story is kind of jumping here and there because it's just very fast-paced. But I really like it, regardless. The animation is really, really well done. And I am looking forward to the next installments, but, you know, the light novel tops, right? They cannot beat the light novel. The original is still the best. Just because you get so much more background information, but also the details. It's like a lot of people who started reading the novel were like, oh, it's too slow and, you know, it's so boring. And I'm like, please just bear with them. I don't know, I really like it, but some people think it's too slow. I guess it depends on your preference. Depends on what you're used to. But to me, it's just right. Although I think I am reading a fan translation, so there's some, you know, there's typos, there's some grammar mistakes, there's some, very likely some things that got lost in translation from Chinese. But still very much enjoyable, I think, in my humble opinion. Solo leveling for the power scaling, hated that they had to force a romance into it, didn't feel right. Wait, but solo leveling doesn't have any romance? Or wait, maybe they added it in the webtoon, I don't know actually. I have heard a lot of good things about both the webtoon and the anime, but I'm still hesitant on watching it. Simply because of that thing Minnie just mentioned, the forced romance. I hate it when they do that. Like, it's... if you have a good story, then why force something that doesn't make sense? I'm not hating on romance here. I feel like if you want to put it in, it has to be planned, right? You don't want to force these things. Shay is amazing, great. Okay. Did you finish the entire anime? I guess it's still airing. I think they wanted it in, but the writers did a terrible job melting it in. That's unfortunate. Writes like your standard panty flash fan service. That's very disappointing. Okay, but if you look past that, I heard it's a very good story. I heard it's great. Solo leveling. I have been recommended a lot of anime, but For some reason, I always end up just picking something else random that is not on that list. Like the Lord of the Mysteries. But it was just something that I was initially already very interested in, so not too surprised that I ended up watching that one. What I am surprised about though is how quickly I became obsessed with it. Up to the point where I decided to read the light novel. Past that, it's great? Okay, good to hear. It's not the most well-written of romances. I think that's kind of a given if they just squeeze it in like that. As I personally have little to no experience with it, I'm very scared to add romance to my own, but I feel like for Pandemonium, I don't know. I feel like I would disappoint a lot of readers, but also I personally ship two of my characters like really, really hard, and I'm like, I kind of want to add them in. Kind of want to add them. Mostly read romance. BL, right? Mostly BL. I was very hype at first, but let me down so fast. Wait, you started watching Solo Leveling for the romance? What are my top 5 romance? I didn't watch many romance anime. Off the top of my head, I guess Wotakoi counts as a romance? What else did I watch? Inuyasha? Does that count? I think its main genre is fantasy though, not romance. But romance is like a very big line in it. What else? I can't think of any titles. I'm at a loss when it comes to romance. No, you read Solo Leveling because you were bored and wanted something new. Oh, I see. I ended up loving it, then watched the anime later. Ah, I see. Kaguya-sama Toradora. I've heard of Toradora. I've heard of it. I don't remember watching it. I just remember it. My Dress Up Darling. Wait, that's a new one, right? Urusei Yatsura. Fragrant Flower. I have not heard of the other two. Now I have a little love for action fantasy. Yay! Me personally, I love detectives and mysteries, murder mysteries, the occult, anything creepy going on. I like it. Love it. Eat it up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My Dress Up came out in 2023. Like Death Note, yes. For Death Note, I only watched the anime. I didn't read the manga. And, oh, Black Butler. I really enjoyed Black Butler. Oh my gosh. There's so many, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. And then there is Inspector. There is ID Invaded. There is Death Parade. What else? Death Note was one of my first anime. I think for me too. Actually, when I was really young, I started with like the really shoujo anime because that was the only thing they would air here. So I started with Sailor Moon and Cardcaptor Sakura. And then I watched Dragon Ball Z with my mom. We both really loved it. And then I think after that was like Inuyasha, Bleach. I love Bleach. And Naruto. The standard, the quote-unquote mainstream anime that everyone knew about. Dragon Ball Z, so cool. Yes, I loved it. I didn't watch all of it, but you know, whenever it was on TV here, I would watch it with my mom. How about Naruto? I enjoyed it, but the entire, I'd say, matchmaking / love line that came after felt very, how to say? There wasn't really romance involved. It was like, okay, and then they got together and had kids. That's what it felt like. So needless to say, I did not watch Boruto. Sakura ended up with a ninja terrorist. Yeah, that's one of the things that baffled me most because, or at least from what I remember, Sasuke really didn't like her, or like he kind of ignored her. And then like how did he turn around and marry her? Like what happened? Maybe I just forgot what happened, but like I don't see it. But anyways, they I guess the creator wanted some couples, and so he put some people together. It feels very random. Maybe a little bit forced even. So yeah. And to avoid to be one of those creators, one of those authors, I'm like, you know, it's best if I don't put it in at all. That would be the safest thing for me. Made no sense, right? Glad Naruto ended up with Hinata though. Yes, I do like them. They're very cute. I've always liked Hinata. I liked her cousin too. He was one of my favorite characters. You're going the Oda route? Wait, the Oda from... Wait, is he from One Piece? Am I mixing them up now? Am I mixing up my authors? It's One Piece, right? Right? And that's not because I don't want it, but because purely I don't have confidence in my writing. That's really the only reason why. if I were to add it in, it would be like snippets, but then I'm scared that it's gonna turn into this slow burn that will never actually, you know, burn. Be burned. He said there will be no romance in One Piece. Ah, okay. I loved One Piece though, or at least what I've seen of it. I only watched like 300 episodes and then I kind of stopped for whatever reason. It was just too much. Too much for me to catch up. And then I moved and then I just never thought about it again. But I really liked what I saw actually. I really liked One Piece. Let me transform this. Sorry, my apps, I was looking at my records for anime. Too many to recall. I wish I had kept track. I wish. I feel like I watched so much more than I recall. And then when someone mentions it, it's like, oh my gosh, yeah, I remember that one. Just off of the top of my head, it's like, I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, even now I'm still thinking, like, what else did I watch? I watched a little bit of Overlord. And the time I got reincarnated as a slime. I really enjoyed that one. Some of My Hero Academia. Ooh, wait. Romance that I rated 10 out of 10 includes titles like My New Boss is Goofy, Mysterious Play, Hitorishime My Hero, Cherry Magic, 30 Years of Virginity Can Make You a Wizard. Wait, that sounds like a Chinese title. That sounds like the title of a light novel. Actually, it doesn't have to be Chinese. It just sounds like a title for a light novel. I have not heard of any of those titles. Goes to show how much I watch anime, romance anime. I know nothing. For me, the most important thing is that my brain is tickled the right way. That's why I like mysteries so much. Murder mysteries, anything that involves solving mysteries and problem solving. I love that stuff. Oh wait, does Oran High School Host Club count as a romance? I watched that one. I like that one. When I'm bored, I'll watch the first episode just for the nostalgia. As for those still on my... Mal? What's Mal? M-A... Hold on, I'm thinking. M-A-L. No, I don't know. It counts, yay. I'm not not entirely clueless. And I'm also not saying it's not my cup of tea, it's just that I have other preferences. Oh, my anime list, I see. Yuri on Ice, wait, I love that one. Given Violet Evergarden. Wait, Violet Evergarden is a romance? Your name, sign of affection, Sasaki and Miyano. Yeah, please do. Minnie has good taste. Bookmark all of those. I'm glad Minnie is here to give recommendations because I have nothing. You made me cry. Your Name is just my favorite movie ever. Kimi no... Wait, I think I actually watched that movie. Kimi no Nawa. I watched it. It even almost made me cry. If that's the one that I'm thinking about. Almost made me cry. Even me. Crazy. They're both tearjerkers. I watched it in the cinema here, actually. The local cinema. It was great because it was almost completely empty. Because it's just not that well known here, I suppose. Okay, I want to speed up this drawing because it's so tiny. I'm like, I don't want to spend too much time on this because it's just you can barely see what's happening. Just need to put it down on the paper and then I'm happy. Just put it down. No, it's just lines. You know, it's just lines. You got this. Easy. In the end, drawing is just putting lines down on the paper. Oh my gosh. Others don't need to try very hard with me. Aww. Your Name, yes, Kimi no Nawa. I think I saw that one in the cinema. Cherry Magic may have started as a light novel, manga, anime. Oh, I see. I've never heard of that one. Must have been an experience. It was great. Currently, I'm watching Spy Family. Oh wait, I watched that one too. I think that one was okay. I enjoyed it. It's not my top, but I enjoyed it. Maggie, you also don't read a lot of BL, I feel. No, I don't. Wait, how did you guess? No, of course not. BL is also romance, and I'm just not really, you know, neck deep into the romance genre in general. So yeah, BL is on that same list, right? Although you draw your own shit with Dan and Adrian, hey, we don't talk about that. Anya's so cute. Yes, she is. I love her so much. She's so cute. And just, I have to say, her kind of trying not to get her parents into too much trouble and trying to save them and make sure that everything's going okay so that, you know, they can continue being this cute little family. It's just adorable. I love it. We do talk about that? No, you're talking to the wrong person here. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't exist. It will never exist. That ship will not sail, canonically. But yeah, I do think they cute together. They're just, you know, not gonna end up together. I'm probably gonna have to disappoint a lot of my readers, probably. I haven't even introduced him yet to the story. He's gonna come. I swear he's gonna come. That's right, we draw that. No talk, only action. Fine, you win. You take this one. You won. Are you happy now? Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to take another peek at the new episode of Pandemonium. I don't know, it's like I could finish this one and then I could upload it once it's done, but then my readers are probably gonna have to wait another 1 to 2 years for the next episode. So I'm like, what's the point? What's the point? Why are we here? Only to suffer? Let's see. Oh, let me save this first, actually. Most of it is done. You need it? Do you need the episode or do you need Dan Adrien? Which was it? What were you talking about? Which was it? Oh, that one. Okay. Never mind. Never mind what I said. I said nothing. Yeah, we have here. This is so old. I hope people can't tell from this episode that a lot of time went over this. But regardless, I'm still amazed by the old backgrounds that I drew. Like, amazed by the fact that I put so much time and effort into it. But this is the next episode. At this point, I can still fix mistakes, but I probably won't. Like, there's some drawings in here that I'm like, ugh, I want to fix it, you know? I don't like it and I want to change it, but I won't. I feel like when it comes to comics, you just need to keep going. Keep going. The audience will understand that, you know, your art style is going to evolve and improve over time. And honestly, it's not too important to the story as long as whatever is portrayed is clear to the reader. So this one is done. Wow. Okay, this one's done. This one, however, is not. So, right, I mentioned before that the reason why I hadn't finished this episode was because I was struggling. And I'm struggling specifically with the background, right? The non-existent houses in the background. Because I don't have a design for them. And to be honest, at this point, I'm like, should I just wing it? Should I just draw whatever? You know, if it looks different from one panel to the next, people aren't going to notice, right? They're not going to be like, whoa, wait, why does this building now have 2 windows instead of 1? You know, they don't care, right? They don't care, right? I can basically do what I want. So I just need a really fancy drawing of her house here. And the garden, and I guess that's a fountain, Why did I add a fountain? Only to suffer? But yeah, anyway. I just need to draw in the backgrounds for most of these. And then again, it's just done. Oh wait, I hadn't finished the butler yet. That should be easy compared to the background. And I really like this one. I don't know why. I like this one. My head's in the way. No, it's not. Okay. And this one. Oh gosh, I remember. I have a scene coming up where there's like 7 people in one room and I'm gonna have to draw all of them. Each and every one of them. Oh, I fixed his face. Okay. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. This is what my sketches look like. I don't know if you can tell. This is this is my sketch. Like, I would just have floating heads of where I want the characters to be, and then I would mark them with the first letter of their name, right? So this one is Ara, and this one is Dan. And then we have, on the couch here, we have Sophie and Eliza. But, you know, it needs a bit more effort. And it's quite daunting having these kind of scenes. To be honest, I'm not used to drawing many people together in one frame and having them all interact. So because it's so daunting, I keep putting it off. I keep procrastinating on it, being like, oh, okay, wait, I'm not in the right headspace for this. I'm not ready. And so I just keep putting it off and then, you know, continuing doing, drawing the easy panels here. Like drawing half faces and then kind of giving up halfway only to move on to the next panel. Don't be like me. It's very chaotic what I'm doing. I'm very much all over the place, but I guess this is how I work. And with this new project, I have actually been trying to improve on the whole process of comic creation by really having all the sketches out first for the entire story or the entire chapter, and then lining them and then coloring them. But again, I noticed that I keep jumping back and forth. So it's just something that I cannot escape, and you know, I just need to accept my fate. It is what it is. I can't help it. This is just how I work. Anyways, that one's done. No, it's not done. Hold on. I need to add some of these effects here. And then I'll just wing the background. To be honest, this one compared to Pandemonium, I feel like I'm not being as perfect, how to say? Like, I'm not being too perfectionistic about this one because at this point, because it's been so long, I just want it finished. It's just a tiny short story that probably very few people are going to care about, and I just want this out there. But somehow I can't help myself but think like, oh no, this should look better, or I can do better, or, you know, this needs to look good. This needs to look proper and not just clear to the reader. It's a struggle. I think every artist struggles with this, to be honest, but I just can't let it go and just wing it. Even though the main thing is the story, I still want it to look good, you know? Anyways, enough chatting. I need to fill in these half faces. Actually, hold on. No, I'm not gonna draw the background in. What I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna copy from here the islands that I drew in the sky, and then I will just copy all of them over. No one's gonna notice. I will just copy all of them. And for this one, I do want a foreground, just to add a bit more depth to the panel. Wait, I realize. This is still black. At some point, you'll end up making your own stamp brushes for ease of use later on. You know, that's the thing. I could, but it's literally only 4 episodes, and I will likely never use them again. So I'm like, why bother making brushes or stamps for them? Because I'm just gonna use them in this story, this tiny 4-episode long story, or should I say 4-episode short story. And then I'm like, it's not really worth it. I mean, I could use them for other projects, but then it's like, oh, I'll just redraw them. I don't want the same ones, I will just redraw them. Because then I wouldn't, if I made them for a story, then I wouldn't want to use them outside of the story. No, actually, I would use them outside of the story. But anyways, laziness. Like, I'm lazy, but I'm not that lazy. Does that make sense? I don't know what I drew here. It looks like feet. I think it's feet. No, but then again, yes. 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 Got how to draw their shoes. I'm just gonna use that first panel as my main reference for these characters, because otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. You know, normal people, you know, professional people, they would have made a character sheet, you know, like a reference sheet of their characters. But no, not me, because I'm stupid. Like, this is fine. This is totally fine. I'll be okay. You know, who's gonna stop me? No one can stop me. I think that's fine. I will rotate this foot. I will move this back because they're standing awfully close together and I don't want that. Distance, please. That reminded me that I wanted to add a few panels to the prologue of Pandemonium. I don't know if I mentioned it before. Like, I have written up a prologue for my prologue. Something to hopefully draw in more people. To hopefully get them to continue to read, because currently, the current version, nothing really happens in the prologue until the very end, which means that people are gonna have to sit through the entire prologue until something happens, something that hopefully grips their attention and makes them want to continue reading. And I can imagine that there have been a lot of readers who kind of stop reading at the first couple of panels because nothing really happens. So I wanted to add that. And that's the only change I will make to the current version, is just that addition. To hopefully make it a bit more interesting. What is this? Oh my gosh. Benly, hi, happy Sunday. I am very much locked in right now in my comic. How have you been? I hope you're having a lovely weekend. You had a wonderfully uneventful week, unlike me. I mostly had trouble at work. But that's normal. It'll pass. In the end, work is just work. It's not important. You get scared? Not scared, but you did startle me. Me scared? How dare you? I don't remember the last time I got really scared. I think it was while I was playing, what was it? While I was playing Little Nightmares a few years ago for my Halloween streams. I was home alone as well because my parents were on holiday and I was left to kind of, you know, look after the house, fend for myself, you know. Remember playing it and I got really spooked and I just did not recover the rest of that stream. God. Yeah, that was the last time I was so scared. I don't really put myself into situations where I'm like really scared anyway, so. Thank you for the head pat. I was at the specialist dog for your hand. Oh, for your hands. What's with your hands, if I may ask? I'd be so scared if there was something with my hands. I had it a few years ago actually where I overburdened my hands. And so I couldn't use them much anymore and I was so scared. You thought it was eczema, but it's mycosis? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know what that is actually. Is it treatable? Like, I assume it's okay? You're okay? Oh, it's a fungal infection. Oh, but that should be relatively easy to combat, right? So they gave you like medicine or an ointment? It's not? Oh, both. Anyway, as long as it's treatable, right? Then you'll be fine eventually. Are you still allowed to like use your hands as usual though? Pills are heavy for the liver. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine the side effects of that stuff. Like of anything really. Any prescribed medicine. It can, but sometimes the itch is yeah, the itch is the worst, I can imagine. There's really not much you can do against itchiness. But then with this treatment, this medicine and ointment, how long should it take for you to recover? Fungi on the skin is quite normal, but yeah, when it grown into an infection, it really becomes bothersome. 2 weeks until second appointment. I see. Well, check in again in 2 weeks. See if everything's okay. How did I end up drawing just half of his hair? Half of it. Why? Cut your hands? No. Although I guess nowadays they would have these really amazing prosthetics that people can use. Fancy ones. They're expensive though, prosthetics. But no, your natural hands will always be superior. I just noticed you don't have your feature list in the panels. Oh right, it's new. And when I say new, it's like less than 1 year old, which means I have not updated my panels. Hold on, I need to write this down. Thank you for reminding me. I probably... No, just the panels is okay, right? I'm the type of person who's like, if I don't write it down, I'm gonna forget forever. Gen Twitch panel. Okay. See. I will try to do it ASAP. Snacks? Oh. Okay. I try, okay. You know what it is? I am very much a beginner writer, right? So I hope that even if people don't like my stories, they will still hang around for my boys and girls. Thank you, though. Thank you. And then if you do like my story, then you know you get best of both worlds. You get a nice story and you get the pretty boys. That's what I'm here for. Very, very important. Look, if you're gonna have to look at something, at least make sure that it's something nice to look at, right? They call me superficial, but deep down inside, everyone's the same. Everyone's craving snacks. Each and everyone. Judge's author did not. Wait, what do you mean? You know how to write characters though? Thank you, thank you. I do my best. I do put a lot of time and effort into them. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, they're good characters. I wouldn't say that they're all, you know, amazing and great and well written, but, you know, I'm trying. I try. That's what matters. Yeah. This guy's name is Volko. And that's all the info you're gonna get from me. That's it. To be honest, because it's such it's just a short story, I never really gave the characters a lot of detail in regards to their background and lore, because you don't get to see them much outside of this, right? It's just these 4 episodes and then they're done. They will disappear. They're just here for those 4 episodes. Tend to make the hair really big. Don't like that. That's fine. I don't like it, but it's fine. Every time I have to draw him, I just draw his face and then I'm too scared to draw his hair because I know that I'm gonna mess it up. But, you know, at some point, I can't go around it and I'm gonna have to do what must be done, right? Gosh. I'm gonna have to sketch all the sketches. Boys and girls with story, that's 300% success rate. I do hope so. I hope to spread the word on my stories and characters. Look at my lore speak. Okay, but I actually put some thought and time and effort into my own lore. When it comes to these 2 characters, there's not much behind them. They're just here telling the story. Like, I don't even know their age, or at least I didn't give them an age. I guess they would be in their mid-20s. Gosh, going back to these old drawings, There's just so much I want to fix, but I cannot. But yeah, I just didn't put much effort into these two characters. I think I spent most time on figuring out what to name them. Their names. That's what I spent the most time on for them. And then the rest is kinda whatever. I know. Okay. I don't know why I do this to myself. I don't know why I have to come up with a hairstyle that is just so difficult and impossible for me to draw. But hey, here we are. I guess I just secretly like to suffer for whatever reason. I don't. I'm not a masochist, but, you know, apparently when it comes to this stuff, I am. I can't help myself. I can't help it. I think the secret is also, with this type of hairstyles at least, the secret is to not draw every single strand of hair, right? I need to let the viewer's imagination kind of fill in the rest where possible. And then he's fine. You see? He's fine. He's just fine. I pray that the lines turn out the way that I want them to. Focus on overall shape and then add details. Exactly. Exactly. It's for me mostly the level of detail. Like, how much do I want? Like, how many lines do I want to put in, basically? Like, how defined do I want the hair and the hair strands to be? Sigh, and then refine it. Yes. Every time I have to start on the hair, it's like, phew, okay, Maggie, you got this. You can do this. You know, you've done this before. It's just, you know, it's just a bunch of lines on paper. You got this. You got this. You just gotta do it. Just do it, you know. Don't think too much about it. And then I get scared and then I move on to something else. Someday I will get over it. I promise. I have so many characters with hair that is just very tricky or very difficult for me to draw correctly and consistently. It's only a matter of time before I completely, you know, master the way I draw their hair. all in due time with enough practice. You know, I'm probably gonna look back on this comic in a few years' time and be like, oh my god, why? And then cringe at my own old drawings, as I usually do. Thank you, Gecko. Thank you. Okay, where do I start? Oh my gosh. I'm sweating. Holy heck. Why is it so warm in here? Okay, focus. Focus. Ugh. It's like, and then I make a sketch and then I follow none of the lines. It's just there to kind of indicate the flow and not necessarily where I'm supposed to put my lines, right? Rusty tears of artistic pain. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's okay, I'm used to this. I'm used to this. As a comic artist, you will encounter things that, you know, that are difficult to draw. But still, you push through because you know, in the end, it's gonna be worth it. That's why we do this. Everything will pay off in the end. And to be honest, I think he already looks better than all of the previous drawings I made of him. My dear precious boy. All my children are precious to me. But it's still very interesting to me how much easier I find drawing women compared to men. I think it's because I have higher standards for them, maybe? Like, I really want them to look good, whereas with women it's like, yeah, she's pretty, and that's it. Like, I never struggle as much with my female characters. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Gecko. Oh, my hand. Stretch! Oh my gosh, I haven't drank a sip of water since I started. Hydrate. I may grab a snack later. Maybe. Maybe. Oh. Oh. Can Cha have a snack as well? I would share if I had any. I don't have any snacks here at the moment. It's okay. I don't need snacks. Snacks is just bonus. It's extra. I don't actually need it. Do you guys snack? What kind of snacks do you like? Savory or sweet? I think I prefer savory, like biscuits and crisps. I get some liquid in before you sweat it all out during the concert. I mean, I will still be sitting still, but I think... No. If I am drawing, if I'm working on something tricky, that's when it takes me the most effort. When I'm just listening to a concert, it's fine. It's fine. You'll snack on anything? Really, anything? Even deep-fried scorpions? For me, it swings all the time, but chocolate never fails, so I guess sweet. I see. And dark chocolate? Like bitter chocolate. I like bitter chocolate. I tend to go celery sticks with peanut butter. I've actually never tried that before. But also when I eat celery, I don't eat it raw. It's always at least stir-fried or, you know, steamed or, you know, cooked. No? Milk chocolate? I see. Needs to be raw if you have it with peanut butter. Never had it raw before. Isn't it like super chewy and fibery and crunchy? I always have trouble biting through the fibers on the outside. Let me just grab the outer shape and then... Right, looks good. Sounds like it isn't good celery if it isn't crunchy. Yeah, I mean if you stir fry or boil it long enough, it will become soft. Isn't it a little bit spicy as well? Raw? Or maybe I'm mixing it up with another taste. Sure I remember correctly. I need this man on a research purposes. Needed to look at me lovingly. Wait, I'm sorry. What kind of research is this, dare I ask? What is this? Why have I never heard of this research before? It sounds dodgy. It's sketchy. Are you sure about that? Secret research. Super secret. I swear after this, when I go back to drawing Pandemonium, I'm gonna forget how to draw Dan. I will not remember how to draw him anymore. I'm gonna have to relearn how his face and hair works. It's under NDA. Oh my gosh. You had to sign an NDA for it? Damn. An NDA that involves one of my own children? Hello? Thank you for reminding me. And thank you for the save. Thank you for my life. Actually, it's not like you guys can hear it, right? Just go here. Just go in here and wait. No one will know. Nyahaha. My hand. I'm drawing too fast. I need to slow down. Why am I in a hurry? I'm not in a hurry. Why am I rushing? I can confirm it's September in 10 minutes. Oh no. I mean, I'm not sure how to feel about that, to be honest. Time flies, guys. Time flies. We chill in September? Yeah, actually that sounds nice. Let's do that. Let's just chill in September. Just like how we chilled in August. Oh, it's back to school for the students, right? Back to school. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad to be done with school and uni. So glad. I don't need to go through like exams and assignments anymore. I think having a full-time job is more chill than, you know, being a student. That's good because after September, the rest of my year is very unchill. Wait. In winter, or basically like autumn and winter, is unchill? Really? How so? Wait, I would think that that would be the chillest period, winter. Oh, god darn it, my bad. I forgot. My bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, it's like a whole different world. Entire different planet. October through January's harvest season. I see. Gecko's about to feel the rain. Yeah, we're cooling down here. Oh no. Wait, but that's so fast. Last I remembered, it just turned winter for you guys. Wait, how is it already almost summer? What the heck? What the heck? I'm thinking maybe I should just have a comic and it's just sketches like these, you know, somewhat clear, clean sketches. No, you know, crisp lines, just sketch. I think I would have a much easier time. I think. I hope. Because we only get like 1 month of real winter. I see. We've had 1/3 of the yearly rainfall just in August. That's crazy. That's crazy. I want rain. Send some over here. You probably get more in a week than we do in a month, so no, that's... I mean, that was the case, like, 20 years ago. But now, we don't get enough rain. We had a little bit of rain this week, only this morning. And it's August. It's supposed to be raining a lot. But there's no rain. We need more rain. Or actually, more accurately, we need the rain to return. Come back. starting to think that I may not make my deadline. Do you measure rain in millimeters there? Yeah, we do. I just don't know the numbers. I only know that it's not enough. Actually, let me Google that. Is there a way to compare it to previous years? Maybe I should Google in Dutch. August. If I look at my region, it used to be around 85 millimeters. Yes, 85 millimeters compared to this year was 41. So it's halved since like 5 to 10 years ago. That's a lot. It's a huge difference in just 5 years. Yes, just for August. And it's also because we have much more sunny days compared to before as well, which is not helping with the drought. It's not really a drought, but at 354. Wait, can I check by year? Per year. Oh, it's still over 800 for us. The total average in a whole year and then for all regions. Usually in the north and west, there's more rain there compared to the east and south. This is interesting stuff. I should be drawing. I should be sending some memes to, yeah, maybe. But not from my region. I would need to grab it from, like, the west. The west coast. Not where I live. And, like, the islands in the North Sea. It's interesting because the yearly trend, like the overall average, yearly average is actually going up. But that's not what it feels like. It doesn't feel like we're getting more rain. I think the intensity is more. So maybe we get like more at once rather than steady rain over a longer period of time. And we do prefer like a steady rain. Is that what you call it? Does that make sense? I think what we have now is periods where it's very hot for like a couple of days and then it rains like a lot for another few days and then it just stops. I'm gonna need reference for that one. Wait, only half an hour left. I want to finish this one before I end it. What happened to early end? I decided to keep drawing and just have Calyx up in the background. I've been listening to him while I was drawing. It's fine. No one knows, right? This way I can still draw and everyone gets what they want. I know sound on our end. Yeah, that's deliberate. It's okay. You don't need to... I don't need to drag you in my own indulgences. Also because it's unarchived, like obviously I'm not gonna play the sound on stream here. Oh, my head is actually hurting. I did a lot of drawing today. I'm happy. Yeah, I mean, I still have no hopes for my deadline, but, you know, progress has been made, so I'm happy. I'm happy with any progress at this point. Obviously, when I made that schedule, I did not calculate in the fact that I would become obsessed with Lord of the Mysteries and spend most of my free time on reading it. So, you know, it's great. It's, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm doing great. Goodness. Okay. So far, so good for this one. Just put the hair on different layers as usual. I always end up filling with the hair after I have finished it. So I for some reason just can't get it right the first time. Oh, I think I've hit my hand has hit its limit. Oh. I need to work on my grip. It's especially my grip during lining. Like when I'm sketching, it's fine, but for some reason when I'm lining, I grip the pen really tightly. For some reason, trying to get the lines that I want, so it cramps up quickly. Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying because I wanted to finish this panel, but I will adjust my grip a bit and see how it goes. It's like I only feel the strain once I stop for a bit, and then it's like, and then when I put my pen down, it's like, oh shit, wait, my hand hurts. Could barely even color last week. Oh no. No, that's awful. With the lasso tool and inking, I go extra hard to stabilize and it hurt. Yeah. That's why I mentioned before, is like maybe I should make a short story, like a comic, that only has like this, you know, this sketch, right, in this style, and make everything in this style, because that's just so much quicker and easier and, you know, less painful on my hands. But alas, I will be lining this one in particular. It's okay. I actually should have taken a break halfway through. I should have taken at least one break, but I didn't, because I was like, no, I'm in the flow. I want to keep going and get as much done as I can today, because I know I'm very likely not gonna draw next week. It's not gonna happen. Because I'm gonna be too busy reading. Almost done, almost done. I can make it, I can do it. I'm switching my layers. Okay. There we go. Yay, I did it! Stretch! Oh my gosh. And to rest my hand for the rest of the day, I will be reading. I'll be reading. I can't wait, can't wait. Let's see, do I want to raid someone? Is there anyone? Who do I want to raid? Hand rest, I stray. Yes. Indeed. Nah, I'm just gonna end it. I'm just gonna end it here. It's fine. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. It was a very chill and productive stream. And hopefully, until next week. Next week is just gonna be, yeah, more art. Because as I said, I have a deadline for this thing. And I intend to do my best to make it. If I don't, I won't. But, you know, I will try. It is what it is. So yeah, have a wonderful next week. You know, stay chill, take care, and see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye. Thank you.